Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testies, 1, 2.
It's Wolverine Steve. We're gonna give it to Buckeye Drew.
We got it? We're checking one thing out here, guy. Calm down, Steve.
That's my
Easy.
testing.
Did you do your opening video thing?
No, I didn't do a little
Oh
preview
no!
today.
All right, well we're kicking off without it. So welcome to Big Ten Frenemies episode
Usually
20 and 20.75 or something. Is that where we're at? 20. Yeah. So not a lot of action last week, obviously, because
Much like Steve.
Michigan. Ooh, ouch! No, he did just go on that camping trip with Marie. So
I know.
yeah. Oh, ouch.
We did some hiking and biking.
Yes,
It was fun.
and obviously
Nice.
Michigan State beating Purdue, so Phil is all sorts of in a tizzy.
Bouncing off the wall.
Oh yeah,
Rocky.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Unlike Steve last weekend.
Let's just get your rant out of the way now. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your game before we bust into all the upset talk and everything? Okay.
I mean, there was a.
Tell us who Rocky is.
Rocky, I think everybody knows, who's on the Twitters. Rocky Lombardi, redshirt freshman quarterback.
No relation to Vince.
No relation to Vince.
That we know.
No relation to Rocky Balboa. But came in and did a hell of a job against Purdue. We all knew that obviously Purdue beat Ohio State very harshly on a week prior. Michigan beat Michigan State, so it was definitely touch and go that week. I predicted a win more based on hope than any real. I mean, there was a couple things I had to think about, including our defense, but it was they looked really strong, incredibly strong, and it ended up working out. Michigan State played outstanding defense against a team that has explosive players. Held Rondell Moore to, I believe, 74 yards. I think I want to say he had 7 catches. And on 11 targets, something like that. But it was never just held in check the whole day. He didn't break anything.
Which is saying something, because I don't know if you noticed, but he's on the Heisman watch list now.
Yeah, not anymore.
He still is.
Is he?
Yep, he's still on there. 74 yards in one game isn't going to knock you off the list.
Well, but it's not that. It wasn't. It was just a very for a Heisman. I'm a little surprised.
You would expect more, yeah.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Either way, defense played fantastic. David Blau was David Blau blew, and that was partially due to Michigan State's run defense. Held them to 65-ish yards rushing, and then of course Rocky came in and actually gave us a mild spark of offense. Kid's got an arm, really simple. He was 26 of 46 for just over 310 yards of offense, and he's got a live ass arm. Seriously, one of the strongest arms I've ever seen on a Michigan State quarterback. The way he was slinging the ball downfield, he wasn't accurate on a lot of his downfield passes. Some very, very close misses. Some he just overshot his guy. But
that'll take time. And
but he just had some exuberance. He brought a spark, some energy, some confidence, and fun. To be honest, it was just he was having fun out there.
I will say he reminded me of Dwayne Haskins last year coming in on the Michigan game,
right? And
just out of nowhere, you're like, whoa, where'd this kid come from?
Yeah, and the thing is, he had I
didn't mean to throw it in your face like that. Oh, okay.
But sometimes it's like the backup goalie. You know what I mean? Sometimes a guy comes in relief and
in basketball, you got that sixth man that comes in and just explodes.
Totally. Yeah. And that I'm not going to declare him any kind of savior or anything like that, but he did. What he did was give me some.
That little punch you had to throw in there too.
It's a little
savior. There's a little
jab.
Poking the bear.
Hey.
Put those claws away for one more second.
You'll get your turn, Steve.
I just want to say.
I'll let my team do the talking. And Phil says they did a lot of talking.
And they do.
All right. That's good.
You guys do.
So it was impressive because he came in for one series against CMU and was abysmal. and then he came in for a series against Michigan. I think he got 2 first downs, both off Michigan penalties.
Yep.
So there was nothing that made me excited about him. A lot of State fans actually have been touting Theo Day, the next guy in line, a year younger than he's an actual freshman, and saying was really gonna be the next guy to take over. And so it was just nice to see that there's somebody behind Lewerke. I hadn't seen it. No guarantees about anything, but man, I'm telling you, you didn't get to watch a game, right?
No.
Yeah. I'm not joking. His arm, he can launch that fucking ball. It was impressive.
I was a little annoyed, to be honest. I was like, come
So
on.
do you think, Phil, I didn't see it. I thought last year Brian Lewerke was a really good quarterback. He hasn't looked very good this year. A lot of it's been, I guess, he's been banged up a little, and
His numbers haven't been that bad.
Yeah,
No, but
he doesn't look like he did last year,
Right.
though.
No, he doesn't
really
do that, but I wouldn't say he's bad by any means.
No, but not the
Just
same.
not as good.
And my question is, do you think that's mostly been a product of injury, the offensive line? Like, do you think there's a controversy if Lewerke's healthy and ready to go?
I think if he's healthy and ready to go, absolutely you're going with Brian Lewerke. Look, Rocky was exciting, but you can't forget Brian Lewerke did that last year, and he did it the whole year.
Right.
And he beat Penn. He led them against Penn State last year, against Penn State this year. I mean, he's done some things that you have to. And against Washington State in the bowl game, I mean, he's had some good games.
Yeah.
He's proven that he can throw the ball and he can run. Now he hasn't this year. A, you're exactly right because of the offensive line, but B, I think beyond that he's more banged up because you think with a shitty offensive line, those legs would be used as a weapon more, and also a serious weapon. Rocky Rocky was decent running with the ball, but Brian Lewerke is a total threat, and he hasn't been running with it. So there's I don't know what it is. I know his shoulder's banged up, and it has been since at least Penn State.
So
with the legs.
Sean Gary's.
Yeah. Is Lewerke a junior or sophomore?
Yeah, junior. Yep.
Okay. So he comes back next year. He's healthy and ready. He's a quarterback, probably, right?
Yeah. We'll see.
I wouldn't.
We got to
yes.
see how if he gets healthy this year, which I think is going to happen. He's going to be the starter.
D'Antonio doesn't strike me as the type, though. Like if in competition at next camp, Rocky comes in there and starts blowing people away, because every year as a quarterback, you're going to make a jump.
Right.
Now you're looking at how Rocky is in this game, and let's say that's his peak this year, right? He's going to make a jump from there.
Sure.
Does Lewerke make that jump or does Rocky have that little edge? And then the second question to that is D'Antonio that type of coach that would do the kind of Urban Meyer, JT Barrett thing? I never wanted JT Barrett around for another year. I didn't think that was a good idea. I'm not saying JT Barrett was bad. He set records, but he also wasn't the best, as we've all seen. So if Rocky comes in and wins that job out, what do? Especially when you see all these other teams bringing in that true freshman. Kelly Bryant leaving Clemson because you got Lawrence coming in.
D'Antonio has always given preferential treatment to his veterans.
Okay.
And so I completely assume that he'll do that. Now, that said, he's not going to just play somebody if there's somebody obviously better. You look at and if you look at the past, we have to go look at when Connor Cook, it was Andrew Maxwell and Connor Cook.
Oh, yeah. Cook.
And then when it was Tyler O'Connor and Brian Lewerke, I mean, there was issues with the younger players where they weren't necessarily blowing anybody away. Now you could when Connor Cook was in the bowl game, Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, you could see that offense got an enema, and they were not great, but it just looked sharp there. Andrew Maxwell with the offense, it was guiding the offense. It looked plugged up. Cook came in there, and you could see he didn't light up the world, but it was so much smoother. And same thing kind of goes with Brian Lewerke when he was in there rather than O'Connor. And it takes time. D'Antonio could be arguably stubborn. Some people don't like it, but he's going to give those seniors a chance until
they show otherwise.
Until they show otherwise. So, the point being, to answer your question, if Lombardi knocks people's socks off and wins it, I can see it. It's just going to take a hell of an effort on his part
Okay.
And I would say it would have to be
I
more
always
this
root
year.
for the underdog. I like
Yeah.
seeing these new kids come up and do it. So
this Rocky
I'm a
Balboa
fan
is-
of it. I would love to see it.
No, it's fun. Yeah, but they're
I'm
both good
rooting for the
quarterbacks.
one that will throw the most interceptions against Michigan.
Yeah, I bet you are. Great information from Wolverine Steve here, guys. Great
that
stuff.
coming.
Great stuff. Anyways, I want to use that to transition into upcoming games this weekend. Now, this is huge because Franklin just came out recently and said McSorley is the best QB in the game. I think that's pushing it a little. I think he's good. He's not the best, but at the same time, they're going to be playing the Wolverines this weekend. Now, Penn State has to win. I mean, it's not just on their record. It's not just on their coach.
Right.
It's not just on McSorley after having a tough. I mean, they pulled out the win, which is good to see. You want to see that in a team, but they can't have a third loss, and they're playing Michigan at home. Michigan's on a roll. So has Michigan hit that peak where they could possibly lose, or are they just an unstoppable force and they're going to knock right through Penn State? Steve,
We're gonna find out.
tell me
I'll
a
let
little
you
bit.
know at 6:45 on
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts on the game.
Here, I'll give you a few things. Number one, one thing I find very, very interesting in the Penn State-Michigan series, Harbaugh and Franklin have faced each other 3 times.
Yep.
First year, we won a close one in Happy Valley. The second year, the year Penn State won the Big Ten title, we beat them 49-10 in Ann Arbor. We destroyed them the year they won the Big Ten title by 39 points. Last year, they destroyed us. Last year, it was 14-13 Penn State at halftime. No, they went up 21-13 at halftime. They ended up winning 42-13. So they crushed Michigan last year. So it's very interesting to me how 2 years in a row they were blowouts, one side versus the other. Penn State has extreme athleticism on the offensive side. They're explosive, but yet they've shown that they're vulnerable. They didn't do that well offensively against Michigan State. They put up a lot of yards, but they didn't put up a lot of points.
Honestly, it wasn't a pull-off in Iowa until the second half.
Here's what I think. My maize and blue view, I think that Michigan is a special team this year that's on a mission. But I'm scared shitless of this game because they're coming off on a huge emotional high.
Sorry to cut you off, but
State.
you said this earlier to me that you feel like no other Michigan fan is actually worried about this game, but you are.
Yeah, like I'm terrified, and I'm not saying no other, but
I'm sure there are others, but the ones that you communicate
the
with.
people I talk to,
Yeah.
Penn State, we should beat them. It's at home. It's at home.
Because
it's at
Ohio
home.
State beat them, because Michigan State beat them, we should beat
but
them.
we
Well,
all know
why is that thing?
It doesn't work that
Yeah,
way.
you really can't take that into account
No.
when it comes to football, especially with every loss you've seen
That's
this
a
year.
team that if you come in half asleep, they're going to beat you.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
period. They're a good
Absolutely.
team. Plus, they're desperate. Right?
Right.
Michigan.
Right.
Michigan
You don't
is-
wanna mess with a
Michigan-
desperate team
it's
like
kinda
Penn State.
I think Michigan State's program went through this a little bit. Like Michigan, as I mentioned, and Harbaugh, we have that edge finally.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we've been kicked, we've been criticized, we've been spit on, and so Michigan's playing with that chip this year. I hope
Yeah.
they keep it, but Penn State's a proud program too. And you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So it's like. If all of a sudden people are telling Michigan how great they are, slapping, hey, you're going to go to the playoffs,
Right.
you guys are freaking great,
Yep.
before they arrive and they start believing it, that comes into your mentality. And
Absolutely.
Everyone killing Penn
Absolutely.
State, you're an afterthought, and how many times can we see that?
And I'll be honest, sorry to use this, but I think your loss to Notre Dame in the beginning was that fire that really got Michigan started moving.
Right.
Now that, like you just said, and we've had this conversation, we agree on this. Social media can be used for good and terrible things all at once in the football world. So I'm hoping on the Ohio State side that the loss to Purdue now lights that fire
Lights that
under their
fire.
ass, just like you guys had. Thank you so much. With Notre Dame. Because if that puts us onto an unstoppable train, but you guys keep going, that's good. That's me. Thank you. That's going to be one of the greatest games of Michigan Ohio State if we both keep going down that track. If we make it through Michigan State, which is going to be a tough one, and we get to you guys, that game is going to be insane. Can I get the salt?
I just want to address one of our loyal fans, Bridget. I know you were getting worried we weren't going to eat. Her favorite thing is watching what we eat in our episodes.
Ugh.
So,
These slobs. God, Jesus, Bridget.
so blue. Anyway.
Disgusting.
Hey, let's not put down our listener.
I'm just saying.
We need
I gotta
everyone we
listen
can-
to these guys. I see the spittle flying. I wind up with partially chew
I think
buffalo
we're-
chips on my forehead.
You're welcome.
I think we're on the same page. I think we have the same thought process on that.
We do.
That said, I think Michigan's going to win the game.
Okay, so what's
but
your
I'm
score
very,
prediction for
very,
the game?
Very, very,
That's
very
a sweet
nervous.
yarmulke that guy has.
Nervous about it.
Score prediction?
Looks like a bald head.
And Michigan's going to win the game 31. No. 24. 24-17. 24-17.
One touchdown. Okay. All right.
Sorry. I hadn't thought about it.
All right. No, we got Ohio State has their noon game against Nebraska. I'm not really worried about it. Scott Frost is sort of getting into a groove, but like I just said, I think the loss to Purdue and having that extra time to work things out, I think Meyer is going to come at it guns a-blazing. I think all the coaches stepping up, as I said last week. He brought people off the recruiting trail just for this because it's abysmal what we've been seeing. And I think that Ohio State's going to come out shooting, not just offensively, but I think there's going to be a fire lit under the defense's ass because we had offensive linemen step up to say, what is going on here? This is not Ohio State. This is not the football we play. And I like seeing a player do that, especially with all these younger guys coming in. They need leader. They need that kind of structure. So getting them going. So honestly, I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's going to be a blackout, but a noon game.
No, it's
a little weird. But
You guys both, I mean, we're going to find out a lot about your teams, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Michigan played Michigan State on the road, so you got that monkey out the back. But now you're facing far and away the most talented offense.
Yes.
Right? Even though it's at home, you're facing the most talented offense. So that's your big chance. So we're gonna see what happens there.
And they, for a change, are getting negative criticism against them, and like now people are doubting them and stuff.
Right. Well,
For the first time.
And again, is it legit? Is it Purdue had a fantastic game,
like Iowa last year with them.
Sure,
Right,
sure,
right.
And that's where.
But look at what happened after Iowa.
Right.
We
No,
went on
totally.
the run. Ended up winning the Big Ten.
So now, I mean, I think either Ohio State's. Let's put it this way: if it's a close game, obviously, if they lose, then you're going to see. It's not that Ohio State can't beat Michigan or can't beat Michigan State, but that's those two things are really bad.
Yes.
And a sign that
If you
they
struggle and
can't.
win a close game, you're
Against a
gonna know
bad Nebraska
that's
team.
going to be your team the rest of the year, probably.
Oh,
Every
absolutely.
game's gonna
Right.
be
Yeah.
like
We're-
holding on
Yes.
for dear life.
Right.
And the thing is, if we struggle against Nebraska, I have a huge problem because we have blown them out for how many years in a row?
Is it it's at the shoe, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I
it's
think,
a home game.
I think we scored 40
Yeah.
on them. in the
I
first
think
half.
I will actually be
They're not
going
good.
down there
No,
for the
they're-
game.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you said the shoe, and I'm thinking
Yes.
to Lincoln.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm not going to Lincoln, Nebraska.
That shithole.
Who would go there?
That shithole. That's for you, Rory. That shithole.
I like it. But so
You
score
guys haven't seen the
prediction,
rant.
I'm going to say 49-7. I know it's pushing it, but I really, truly, in my heart, believe that Ohio State is going to come out gunning so hard against them that Nebraska won't even know what hit them.
No, I
Yeah.
respect it. A couple months ago, you were mad when you didn't get 60. So.
Yes.
I said they're gonna get 35 against Indiana. He's like,
I was.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
What are you talking about? This is ridiculous.
He's like, no, this is 65 at least.
At least. All right. So, Phil,
We're playing at Maryland. I think we know what we got with the Spartans, and we still have an outside shot at the going to the Big Ten championship game. It's going to be a struggle, but we got to win out. We have to win out, and then Ohio State beats.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ohio State beats you guys.
We doing good, guys?
Can I get another beer?
Another beer?
Thank you.
You ready for your other one?
What did you just do?
You want to do another beer?
That's a black chain. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Excuse me. You can't see it, but it says beer me.
Phone to phone action there, how about?
Ooh, that's kinky. But regardless, so whatever. We need multiple.
New bar here.
You guys, we have to beat you guys. We have to win out clearly, and we need Penn State. We need you guys to lose to Penn State and Ohio State. So that's
If Penn State beats Michigan, that opens the door for everyone.
totally.
Like, because then you
Totally.
guys have a shot. Like,
Yeah, a legit shot.
Right, you would just need to win out, and you need Ohio State to beat us, and you'd be Big Ten champs. Or
Right.
East champs.
Right.
I just hate that because then no one from the Big Ten is going to the
Oh, no.
playoffs.
No, that's not a question.
I would, and this sounds terrible. Sorry to my Ohio State brethren, but I would rather see Michigan go to the playoffs than no Big Ten team go to the playoffs.
That makes him an exceptional human being.
The only reason that I will potentially agree with that is because I want them to play Alabama.
Ooh, yeah.
I want them to play
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, and I
I
swear
want
to
to see you
sweet
get pummeled
Jesus
so
Almighty,
freaking hard.
when that score is
I
a
have
lot
good
of
intentions
zeros
when I
to
say that.
bigness.
It's a big picture thing when I say I want to see Michigan go to the
I mean,
playoffs.
I
and
will,
somebody's
but the
going to.
beautiful thing is, I don't even have to think about what I'm tweeting or writing or saying to my Michigan friends. It's going to be a copy and paste of what they said in 2015.
There you
and
go.
we'll see if they agree with it.
There you go. So,
Sorry.
tell
Little
us,
vitriol
what is
there.
your score prediction for Michigan State?
Let's just say, I mean, again, it's all this Angostura. I think that we are going to. Oh, looky here! Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think that you know,
No, I don't want
obviously it's touch and go, but we're getting some players back. We got a couple more. We can't get players back without trading in someone else. It's fucking amazing. I mean,
You guys are in that roundabout right now.
I don't know if we talked about this, but we lost our second punter, our backup punter.
yes,
for the
we
rest of the
did.
year.
We did.
Which
You brought that
D'Antoni
up.
was like, I don't know if I've ever been on a team.
You
that's
literally
lost
just looked
one
at me
punter.
randomly on Monday at work, and you're like, "We just lost our second punter."
for the year.
I was like, "What?"
Who the hell is?
Just go for it on fourth down, even if you're on your own
Keep
10-yard
going.
line.
Keep going, bud. Keep going.
go.
So-
I love it.
Anyways, I think we've seen what we can see, some ups and downs with Michigan State, but I really feel like, again, it's not as big of a show me game for you as for you guys.
Yeah.
But I think that it's going to be very telling. We can't lose to Maryland on the road.
No.
But I think
Decent. Like, they're decent.
they're
enough
decent,
to-
but I feel like our defense is outstanding. I really have so much confidence in our defense to
So
choke
what do
them
you-
out.
what
so
are we
I would
talking?
say I'm talking about. I think we're going to put up some points. I'm going to say 27-10.
Okay, I like that. I like that score.
I want to give scores for your games too on record, real quick.
Oh, great! Just what we wanted.
I like when we do that. You
I
pick
do
the
too.
other
We
games
should.
too.
We should.
Okay,
There's
fine.
only a couple more games.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Ohio State 50.
Oh, he's saying more points than me. I like this
Ohio
guy.
State
I like this
56,
guy.
Nebraska 58. Just kidding.
Oh my God! I almost stepped across this table to pummel you myself.
Ohio State
Forget Alabama.
56, Nebraska 21. I'm giving them more points than you did.
Okay. Well, yeah. Obviously, you would.
56-21. I think Michigan State will win at Maryland. I think it'll be a close game. I think Michigan State's going to win 21-17. Okay.
All right. So we got to give each scores.
I would
mean,
say
they have to follow suit.
I think Michigan's going to beat Penn State 27-24.
Okay.
Close to my score.
And I think, what was your score?
24-17.
Yeah.
And I think that Ohio State, pick a number. Let's see.
Pick a number.
I like 56 as well. I see
How many you got
eight touchdowns.
Nebraska?
I think Dwayne Haskins really has something to prove coming out into
How
this.
about you give it Nebraska then? I give 21.
I'm going to give them, I will give them
14.
17.
That's fine. Ooh, 17. Okay, close.
Okay.
Now, little mixed signal here. I think Michigan's going to win, but I don't want you to, and I hate you. So I'm going to guess that it's a very close game, and I'm going to say that it's going to be 21-18.
Penn State or Michigan?
Penn State.
Penn State. Upset. 21-18.
I think it's an upset. Now, speaking of upsets, let's hop right in because there are some really big games.
You got to call it Michigan State score.
Oh,
I
did
did.
we? Oh, I did?
I did.
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't call
Oh,
it.
it's
Maybe you did.
I actually agree with him. That was a perfect.
27-10?
Yeah, that's a good prediction. All right. Cheers to that, bud. So we have quite a few ones. You actually put up a post about this on our Twitter page.
Yeah.
But you forgot one,
Yeah.
and I want to bring that up. So
minor one.
the big games this weekend are Alabama at LSU, Oklahoma at Texas Tech. We also have Notre Dame at Northwestern, which is the one you forgot to bring up. Penn State at Michigan, and I believe it was Texas. Yeah, West Virginia at Texas.
I didn't put that one on there either.
Ooh, and Georgia at Kentucky. Shit,
Yeah.
man, there's a lot of
Oh,
good. This is going to be one of the best weekends of
We'll
college
only let
football,
you put
people.
4 or 5 on there anyway, so we had to pick.
So now, who do you actually think? Before we get to what our fans have voted on, who do you think is going to be the upset, or is there going to be more than one upset?
I
in
think
that group?
Northwestern's taking out Notre Dame.
I truly believe Northwestern is going to beat Notre Dame, and I hate it because we just had this discussion about who would go into a playoff in a one-loss tie kind of series with SEC players. I still want to see Alabama lose to LSU. I can't help it. Even if it leaves us or you out of the playoff, I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, I know. My heart when I'm watching it will root against Bama.
Because you just hate
but
Bama.
I know it's better
Dude,
for my
But they're
team. If
unstoppable.
Alabama just wins, I know it's better for me.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree that there's a good chance Northwestern beat Notre Dame, and I'm sorry I left that one off the poll. On the list that I put, I think Texas Tech beating Oklahoma.
I think that'll happen, but I think stronger. So number one upset would be Northwestern over Notre Dame. Second one, Kentucky over Georgia.
Does
I
Jordan
think
You
have
think
Twitter
that's happening?
up there?
I think Kentucky over Georgia is because Kentucky has home field advantage and they have been on a roll like I haven't seen before. That is my reasoning. Georgia is not a bad team, but Kentucky is showing us something we haven't seen from a team like that. And for such a small team who is last in SEC
I hope
and moving up,
Kentucky beats them. I
that would be
just
great.
hope
I think
You just also
honestly,
hate Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
I think that Oklahoma is going to absolutely trounce Texas Tech.
Do you really?
And I think that Georgia's going to pound Kentucky into the turf.
Okay.
I think they're going to belt them.
I agree with you with that one. I think Texas Tech's going to upset Oklahoma.
All right, what
Because
did,
Oklahoma doesn't play defense.
No, they don't. But they have a phenomenal
They have great
offense
offense.
that
They
can
do. They
score.
do.
Yeah,
They absolutely
it's the same thing as Ohio State. I mean, minus the Purdue game, we're gonna score. Hoskins is gonna go out there and put up big numbers, and that's what Kyler Murray does.
even the awful number against
So,
Purdue was what, 24?
Jordan-
470 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
But he put how many points?
We don't have the name in there.
20, was it
Did
24?
Hoskins?
No, just
Yeah,
the
the-
Ohio State.
Overall, yeah.
24.
Most
Yeah,
likely
I mean, that's
upset in the top 5.
20. Sorry, 20.
Oh, it was okay. I thought they'd gotten well over this.
So who's that?
It might have been Michigan because it was Michigan, Penn State. We didn't have Northwestern Notre Dame on there, but the most our Twitter followers voted that the most likely upset of top 5 teams would be Michigan or Oklahoma,
Wow, Michigan, Penn State.
Penn State.
41%.
which that makes me feel
Says-
good in a way.
says that
makes me believe that Buckeyes and Spartans are still with us. And
This is
voted
a
that way.
mostly Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're not voting that.
No,
Michigan's gonna get
here
upset.
comes a Michigan guy just making up
Anything to
delusional
make it-
lies
to make
because
him
he
a-
just wants to feel better.
I
Listen,
love my Michigan Twitter fans.
you do, but apparently they don't love your team winning.
They're not voting that way.
Wait, but didn't?
That's
What,
Buckeyes and
but this
North
is
East
talking on
Buckeyes
both sides of the mouth. He was just like,
Yep.
"Oh, I'm nervous because everybody, all the Michigan fans think we're going to win, no problem."
Salty
And now he's like,
It's not
I'm
salty
glad.
smarty. It's just like, when you start spouting off, which you do on a regular basis.
different sides of your mouth. You just said
All
that you
right,
thought
all right.
Michigan.
Before,
All right, whatever.
before one of us gets too out of hand here, what are the other poll questions that we put out there?
Okay, who's going to win the Big Ten West?
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
now
the
that
West and the East I put on there because let's reshuffle.
Here
we did this
here we
before
go.
the
Now,
year. Yeah.
and I want this said right now. Your point is mute about Ohio State and Michigan State fans if Michigan is chosen on these polls to win the East. Tell me who is chosen to win the East, Riles.
Michigan.
Boom!
By a lot.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? It is all Michigan fans.
So basically, it's Michigan fans saying we're going to lose to Penn State but beat
But
Ohio
we're
State.
still
and
gonna go on
Michigan
to
State's going to be
Yeah, so that's what they're saying.
Okay.
Lots of controversy there. I could really go on for hours about this, but I'm not. So you guys figure it out amongst yourselves and get
Okay.
back to us.
All right, I'm with our
No, you're
intellectual followers. I think Michigan's going to win the East as well.
I think Ohio State will. I think we're going to win out.
I think Michigan's going to win out. I think they're fine.
I bet you Bill thinks Michigan State's going to lose.
these guys.
Yeah, you still got
Rocky,
All right, so
Rocky,
who do we have winning the West? Now, I say
All right,
Northwestern.
Rocco.
I believe Northwestern will. Before you,
I do too. I think
Iowa.
Northwestern's going to win.
I think Iowa's going to win. I
Iowa,
think
okay, we got
they got to play.
Northwestern
They
and
got to
Iowa.
play Kinnick at night. Listen,
Oh,
man,
that's not easy. Don't I
that's
know it?
bad. And Northwestern is one of the Northwestern. I would, if it was at Northwestern, I'd probably say Northwestern.
Who are
It's
our
at
followers
Kinnick.
have, Jordan? Big Ten West.
Northwestern.
Yeah, more than half of Northwest.
Okay.
Yep.
Second is
They don't know that.
It doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you're an idiot.
I already knew that, but obviously those people don't know that they're playing at Kinnick.
Maybe or maybe not.
Because Northwestern is good, obviously, and
Yeah.
there's nobody in the West that is really, really, really good. I just feel like
You know what's
Northwestern.
ironic,
You're
though?
fueling Northwestern's
Hey,
fire right
you know
now.
what's ironic? I always say that too, and I do believe it. But yet Northwestern went and beat Michigan State. Purdue
they
beat
just-
Ohio
but
State.
we're not that good.
But
we're
they
not a-
just pummeled
Purdue pummeled Ohio
Wisconsin.
State.
I mean,
So did Michigan, though.
no. Not like they manhandled Wisconsin.
Who?
Northwestern.
But they beat them by less than Michigan beat them.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, I'm just saying. You said, well, no,
Michigan was at home.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they were, but they beat the hell out of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
but-
they beat the
But my
hell out of
point
them
is-
on the road in Camp Randall.
Point is,
Nobody
every time
does
we
that,
start doubting the
except for
West,
Brigham
every time
Young.
we
And
start
Ohio
doubting
State.
The West, they beat a good team in the East, and you're like,
No,
where
yeah,
did
no,
they
I
come
totally
from?
get, I totally get
I
that.
get where you're coming from, but I think there's a difference for beating somebody that badly on the road
If I
versus
was a
a home
Northwestern
game.
fan, I'd be like, okay, I beat Michigan State. They
well,
took
that's-
Michigan to the wire. Then they just pounded Wisconsin. But then I'd say, well, you lost to freaking Akron. What are you doing? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
exactly.
What are you doing,
So that
Northwestern?
comes roundabout to Northwestern can be dangerous, but I would not say that's a team that I go.
They're the
going to
Iowa
go into.
State of the Big Ten.
Right,
One
you know,
more
you
thing I
gotta
read
go
on
to-
Twitter, very interesting. The last 12 conference games, the team with the best record in the Big Ten is Northwestern. They're 11-1 in their last 12 Big Ten games.
Wow.
That blew my mind when I saw that.
That's pretty good.
Better record than anybody
Good for you,
else.
Northwestern.
At least your mind got
Yeah,
blown.
nice game against Akron.
Did we have any other questions from
I
the
feel so
pool?
lucky to have beaten them.
How many did you put out? How many questions?
You
that
were-
was it. And then I said, does anybody have any questions? And it was crickets. They didn't have any
Oh, we're
questions.
good. Got nothing.
They didn't. No.
I actually woke up from a nap earlier and I thought I had a question. I didn't.
Oh, at work?
It was just gas.
You want to just make up
No, but I
about
want
10
I want-
a.m.
a question that we
I
should...
He woke
I
up from
actually
his
want
nap.
to tell a story about
Oh, yeah.
Of a lovely
Okay, tell us the
lady.
story.
Yeah, it was. I
Story
had a
time.
very lovely night with a date last night. I won't name her name to save her embarrassment. But so went to Max Acadian over in Saline. Really nice place. Have you ever been there?
I've never, but I've wanted to
It's
go
good.
because
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
fan
good.
of.
I like it.
Creole.
Yeah. Oh, they have hurricanes and everything down
Creole.
there. So we went over there, went to the happy hour. She left the table for a minute, and one of the waiters comes over to explain to us what the happy hour is going on. Another one walks by, and I'm wearing Buckeye gear, of course. And he goes, "Yeah, we don't give deals to Buckeyes." And I'm just like, "Yeah, that's okay. that's gonna happen." I mean,
You're
I
in
guess
saline.
I guess I was asking for it. But so everything's fine. She comes back. We eat. We have a great night. We're leaving. And if you've ever worked in the food industry, you know waiters like to hang out in little spots and they all talk. And as I'm walking out, the guy who walked past and said we don't give deals to Buckeyes says to our waiter, he's like, "Did you give them the deal?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry." And the entire wait staff at once, "You can't give a Buckeye the discount."
Only once every 17 years.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like, wow, I'm getting trolled in real life. Oh, that's the question I want to ask. And we should put this up on a poll later so we can talk about it next week. Do you like, and this is mostly for you, but also our fans, do you prefer trolling in real life, like person to person, trolling online, or will you just troll however you can?
I don't know that I troll.
Are you kidding me? You got banned by Scott Frost on Twitter. Of course you troll. Don't even
my
start
God,
with me.
it's
Both of
astonishing.
these guys that wanted to pound me.
The amount of
Oblivious in the office.
disillusion. What world are you living in?
This is more denial than I have ever
I
seen
don't ever
come from you,
troll.
Steve. Just be honest. You're a troll. You are a troll.
It's a matter of opinion.
Ain't just a river
We're
in
not saying
Africa.
that you look like a troll that lives under a bridge. We're saying you actually troll people for a living.
Well,
You're on Twitter. You're a Michigan fan.
Did I or did I not have to remind you to put up questions, but wait to troll people until after you put up the questions because you never would have gotten around to it?
Sometimes I accidentally troll people.
Oh, okay,
Here's the
accident.
thing, you guys know me though as a person. I'm a very like.
No,
I like
you're a
people.
good guy,
I
but
like people, but when
you
it comes
feel like
to
you have so
sports-
much power on
when it
Twitter.
when it comes to sports, I sometimes like to do that, and Twitter is fun that way to me.
Steve,
because
if I had never met you and I only read your Twitter posts,
would think
I
I'm
would
the biggest.
assume that you are a 6'7", 400-pound behemoth beast who just talks however he wants and can pummel anyone that comes towards him.
Except he's actually a 5'8" Anus.
No, he's 5'6".
You are?
We
I
measured-
told us your ass up.
We measured him once in Jay's office with a metric tape.
5'8", 195 with a little bit of blubber there, but that's my ab protector right there.
Those
And
lifts in your shoes are really helping.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? I say what I want to say,
Real
Yeah,
simple.
we know.
but I
Real
can
life.
take it too. I take it.
So I'm going to take that answer as you prefer trolling online.
Unless D'Antonio's saying, where'd the Wolverines go?
Yeah, I like
And then
to
it's
throw
like, oh, that's
sometimes in person, you and I, we'll get into a disagreement, but I don't know that I'm trolling in person. We just have a disagreement, right?
You know what? Fuck the word trolling and fuck all of the uses of it. You know what? It's just called talking some shit, whatever, amongst your friends.
Okay.
And here's the real simple deal. I would much rather do it right here, right now, to your face, rather than online to some donghead sitting in his mother's basement that I don't even know.
But we
I'm
do
good.
that. We do talk smack every day.
Right, but
to
that's
each
what
other.
I'm saying. I would much rather do
Oh,
it.
I'm all about talking smack in person.
He's what they call a Twitter curmudgeon, okay?
Also, I have a life outside of my mom's basement. Either way you want to look at it, it's fine.
But your mom has a really cool basement.
She does. It's more of a crawl space, though.
Yeah, that's what makes it fun.
I
Just sit under there.
apologize.
You just lay there.
The Twitter faithful.
There's just too many
Some
fucking idiots
some
that
people take it too seriously, where it's just a medium of entertainment. That's all it is.
take it too seriously. You take it seriously.
No, I just have fun with it. I love it. But
You're
I don't take
addicted to
seriously.
it. You're addicted to
I
it.
love it. I might be addicted to it.
Perfect.
But I don't like if some Michigan State fan tweets something negative about my program. I don't like, oh my God, are you kidding me? That's not correct.
No, you definitely have done that.
No, I just
And
troll back.
you-
I just troll back.
For fun, when I feel like I need a good laugh, I go through your Twitter handle just to see what arguments you've gotten into
Again.
in the last hour. Not like, oh, yesterday or the
It
other
ain't
day.
just a river in Africa, baby.
I'm guilty as charged. I apologize.
Okay, so
I
glad
apologize
we
for
could agree on that.
nothing. Just like Chase. What is it?
Oh, right. Except for your fucking hair.
Okay, well, with that
Chase,
being
you
said,
weenie.
that brings
Rocky
us
looks
to the
way
close of another episode of Big Ten Frenemies. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in. What are you doing?
It's M.
Join us next week.
Put this shit on.
I'm Buckeye Drew. OH.
The Wolverine Steve. Go Blue.
Rocky!